Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we're taking a look at Uther. This intro is going to be a little different. I don't play Uther. I've never really made a secret about that. He got to level 15 a long time ago and he sat right there. But he has an interesting story in this game as it's evolved over time, and I'm going to touch on some of the key parts of that, at least in my head. That is from the recollection of a man that's way too tired at 3:43 in the morning. So Uther is one of the very first voices that you hear when you play the game. If you do the tutorial, you will know that Uther is guiding you as you play Gym Laner, and he has a really funny line where he's like, how are all these people coming together? And Uther's like, don't think about it too much, kid. Let's just go kill these minions. It really sets the tone for everything that Heroes is. Now, what's funny about that is there was a significant amount of time where Uther was the lowest win rate hero in the game and one of the lowest picked heroes in the game. And we're talking about a multi-year span. Again, according to my recollection, he's had some big problems that have followed him throughout his entire lifespan. And those are that his abilities are on a very long cooldown. So every single cast you make is a very important decision that you have to live with for quite some time. And his mana costs were quite simply too high. And this was a problem for quite some time, until the double support meta became a thing. I believe this is right around the time that Ana was added into the game. Uther was phenomenal in that situation because he has some fantastic crowd control with Hammer of Justice as well as his Divine Storm. But what he lacked in healing, another healer could easily pick up the slack for. So Uther became not only a support that you wanted to have on your team in one of the two support slots, he also became another front line. And this is back before bruisers really found their footing in this game as far as I'm concerned. The double support era of the game really made Blizzard look at each support that they have and try to figure out what their niche actually is. Remove some of the overlap that these characters had and allow them to focus on their own identity. As a result, Uther got a really strong passive. Allied heroes affected by Uther's basic abilities gain 25 armor for 2 seconds. So overnight, he became the character that you bring in to protect your high-value assassins. I remember Uther Illidan was super strong, and Uther Malthael was insane, especially back when Tormented Souls worked a little different. He basically elevated assassins on his team to become unkillable for short bursts and allow them to hopefully kill off someone on the enemy team and sway the tide of battle. Now, he has received some reworks over the years. His most recent one was on April 25th, 2017. We're actually coming up on the anniversary of that here soon. And with that, he got whole new playstyles, whole new talent redesigns, but the core part of Uther was still there. Long cooldowns, armor gets added, and he runs out of mana all the time. Some of these were addressed with Hammer of the Lightbringer and builds like that. There are basically two distinct Uther builds now. We play one in this video, and the other one we go over at the end of the video. So don't you worry, we'll touch base with all of that. But then Uther's popularity really started to rise after this. And we saw Uther in a new role where he can be a tank for your team. He can literally fill the double frontline role while also providing some heals. However, I think Uther's run into a little bit of a problem where he can do so much that it doesn't feel like he does any of it very well. And again, this is from me on the outside looking in as a non-Uther player. I mean, no disrespect to the Uther means, by all means. By Uther mains. By all means, let me know what you think down in the comments. I want to hear it. This is all about discussion. I'm just trying to get the conversation started. I think Uther needs some love, and I don't know how to give it to him. Or maybe I'm just looking in from the lens of someone who plays quick match and runs into all the frustrations that gives. Either way, I fucking love this skin. And thank you guys for being here. Thank you for clicking on the video. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Uther's stats. Before we move on, let's not forget 51.09% win rate. Way better than what he used to be. I think we can all admit that. He has a popularity of just under 12% and a ban rate of 2%. So there are reasons to get Uther out of there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Cursed Hollow today. The friendly team Uther, Hanzo, Medivh, Leeming, and Kael'thas. I think for this game, I'm actually going to go... should I go for Silver Touched, or should I actually try to help my team? We should probably try to help my team. We're going to go for Hammer of the Lightbringer. Maybe a little difficult because the enemy team is mostly ranged, but we will try our best to make it work. There's basically two play styles for Uther. I'm hopefully going for the more frontline focused one for my... Maybe not, actually. I don't know. We're just going to try to make it work, okay? I've already committed. I've already locked it in. I hope I made the right decision. The enemy team not really showing up just yet. We do see Jim Laner moving up now. That stun landing, and he took a lot of damage from it. Now, here's the problem with playing Uther. Let me take that portal over to the other side. Here's the problem with playing Uther. Your heals are on basically year-long cooldowns. I can heal someone once in the middle of a team fight, and that is about it. However, when you die, you get a new set of heals that allows you to spam them out a little bit more. So there are some instances where it's best for you to walk into a fight and meet an untimely end so you can still heal your allies. And that's a fine line to ride. You can start really feeding on this character if you're not being careful and for really no purpose, but we're going to try to avoid that today. So our level 1 quest, all I have to do is melee stuff. That's it. If we melee stuff, we are going to restore our mana as well. This is huge because I always found Uther extremely frustrating to play, not only because of his super long cooldowns on his heals, but because after he does heal about 4 people, he just completely runs out of mana, or at least that's how he used to be. Super duper frustrating. Very similar to Uther. I always thought Tyrael. I always thought Tyrael was a great addition to the game until I play him and I run out of mana and just get frustrated. So we're going to focus on our quest. We literally just have to auto attack, and it looks like Tassadar has completely fallen back. The enemy team did grab our giants down in the bottom of the map, and our entire fucking team rotated down there to soak instead, or it rotated down there to stop them instead of soaking. So we are likely going to be behind at the first objective, but we shall see. We shall see. Everything's being soaked right now, and I'm just kind of hanging out up here in the top lane. We are going to go for Pursuit of Justice. Hammer of Justice grants movement speed. Hammer of Justice is our E ability. It's a 10-second cooldown stun. It is melee range, but we just walk up to a target, use our E, and then they are going to be shut down. Let's ping for some assistance because my PvE damage is literally abysmal. I will not be able to push these guys back in any way, shape, or form if our allies do not rotate up, and my stun did not work on Brightwing there. Holy crap! Literally the animation started and she just pieced out like it was nothing. Assistance pings have brought me no support whatsoever in the top lane. We are seeing Medivh start to rotate up now, but the enemy team already meeting him here. We will try to send one heal over to his direction, but I'm not going to be able to do too much more. Now the friendly team showing up. A little too late. We're a man down, and we are likely not going to be able to get this objective. We will send out our only heals in that general direction. We don't have a sippy cup, and we are looking at a 4-second longer cooldown before we're able to heal ourselves. The enemy team moves in and grabs that objective. No problem. But hey, I can go back to auto-attacking stuff from my quest, right? And a couple good shots of tower damage there. Surely someone will follow up with some form of damage, right, team? Right, team? Someone's gonna hit something, right? What do you mean it's not good to have 4 fucking mages as your only damage output on a team? That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem... No, that seems totally fine. Totally fine. The enemy team's Genji still flirting with death as he's trying to move up here. The friendly team pinging that we're not soaking bottom. I wonder if that's because everyone's just standing up here in the top lane. Let's go back and try to get some mana. I think I'm visible right now, but they are a little... maybe I wasn't. Kind of felt like I was halfway out of that bush. If I was visible, they were very nice to me. Very nice. We're going to pick up Hand of Protection. This is a cleanse that makes allies unstoppable. It does have some Uther effects on it too. Uther's basic attacks reduce Hand of Protection's cooldown by 5 seconds, so you can cleanse quite often. And we already have an attack focus build in the first place, an auto attack focus build. We do see Brightwing rotating down. We're going to try to stun her in place. Doesn't go quite well. I'm now isolated from my whole team and immediately killed. Will they begin to push in? Let's find out. Now remember, as a ghost, we do have a massive amount of healing to help out our allies, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough right now. Medivh is fighting, but down at the bottom of the screen, everyone is very low here, so if we do get a kill, we might see Li Ming start to pop off. Genji on the backline might be a problem, and we see Hanzo getting really low. With Jim Laner moving up, that could be deadly. Maiev is going to be able to secure a kill on Medivh. He keeps doing these really small teleports. We were just out of range to actually help out there, but we are going to get a stun on this guy before too much happens. Unfortunately, the enemy team rotating in on us quite hard now. I might have a heal for Li Ming right over the wall and a stun on Maiev. Did we do it? Yes, we did. And a holy light to revive our wizard. But unfortunately, during all of that, we also lose our Kael'thas as well. I cannot help them. I have 10-second and 12-second cooldowns on my heal. My whole shtick is that I heal someone early and then hopefully they mitigate a little bit of damage. That works better if you have a front line that's actually going in. Not when you have 4 people just dancing around the back not committing to anything. Not saying it's their fault. They're playing their characters like they should be played. This is just the joy of the quick match character selection. This is what I get to live with. The enemy team is level 10. I'm going to ping it if the friendly team wants to soak. They certainly are not showing any signs of that, so I'm going to ping this a few more times just to make sure they know that the enemy team has heroic abilities. But hey, I'm here. If they want to go in, we can certainly do it. Jim Laner decided to stay in the top lane for some reason. That's certainly odd. Here's the first ultimate coming out right now, and that does hit everyone on our team. We're going to stun Genji here and hit him with a little bit of holy power. We'll cleanse our Medivh. Not that I think it's going to do anything. We do see our Li Ming actually taking... Come on, guys. Literally anyone hit him. Literally anyone, please. Please. Please just hit him. Oh my god. Thank you so much. Here's a stun on Maiev. It doesn't quite work because she's flipping around, but we do have a self-heal for ourselves. Let me move in and just start swinging again. This regen globe will help us out a lot. And we can also pick up Divine Storm here, which allows us to really initiate for our team now. This could potentially help set up some pretty big wombo combo situations, especially with the amount of burst damage that our team has. Now, unfortunately, Jimmy did see my rotation. Let's use a heal on ourselves. It's going to be up at about the same time the objective is. This time, Medivh is a little on the slow side. We're seeing Brightwing use her teleport as well. The enemy team very reinforced here. I mean, he has a sippy cup that's going to heal him up most of the way, right? Fuck it. We'll do one more. He'll be fine. He'll get in here. Maiev rotating down from the top does have the tether on our Kael'thas, but then teleports away before I could really get into position. The enemy team very reinforced here, and they have a lot of good angles that we don't have. But with Medivh moving in, that will help. Here's my AoE stun. Will any damage happen to Brightwing? Please damage the Brightwing. Please. Oh my god, she might actually die. Jim Laner taken down. Let's go ahead and get a stun out on Genji. Maybe we can stop him from doing some stuff for a brief moment. Hanzo really weak on the back line here. Let's res him as well. Stun on Tassadar. We're seeing some good damage come out too. A flame strike takes him down, and we spread the holy radiance towards Tassadar to secure yet another kill. Maiev thinking about poking in here. Maev's about to walk into my stun if she's not careful. She actually decided not to initiate. Unfortunately, all channeling has ceased on the objective. Medivh's still alive and poking around. Let's see if I can get this regen globe. I'd very much like that. Our friendly team is taking turns soaking these tower hits. Let's send out one Holy Radiance. I can stun Jimmy to keep him out of range a little bit longer, and now I think it is time for us to go back in because our team is popping the fuck off. Never mind. We will not have a heal for Medivh, unfortunately, but Medivh's sacrifice will, at least for now, not go uncherished. We have a Holy Light for Hanzo as he's moving up. I am out of mana, though, and we need to fall back. So I'm trying to ride the very fine line of being the healer for our team and also being the front line for our team. And also worrying about peeling for our squishies in the back when all of these assassins try to flank. I'm wearing a lot of hats right now, and it's very difficult to do well, especially on a character that I've never been that great at. We will take Well Met at level 13. When used against heroes, Hammer of Justice reduces the target's movement for 3 seconds. So when we actually hit that stun's going to be more secure than it was before. We're just slowing down combatants even more. No one going for the channel, but we do got a really big stun here. Can we make anything happen with it? So far, it's not looking good. Our heal, unfortunately, not going to Medivh, who has died for the 5th time this game. Good Hanzo ultimate going through our adversaries. That's looking pretty good, but the enemy team does get their first objective of the game. We might be able to finish off Maiev here. Indeed, we can. That auto attack securing the kill, and unfortunately, we missed that heal soon after. 3 members of the friendly team dead, 2 members of the enemy team dead. I don't have my ult, but I do have a stun, and we keep him in the flame strike a little bit longer. Couple auto attacks finish him off as well. My judge is ready again. I'm going to tap my sippy cup before it breaks, literally just before it breaks, and I was going to try to run it down at those guys to hopefully stop them from rotating anywhere else. Top lane has a ton of XP to be gathered. The enemy team is slightly ahead, almost at level 16 with that talent tier advantage. As we lose these buildings, that level 16 is going to come even faster for them. But we will hold. So far, this is actually playing out better than I thought this game was going to be totally honest. We are almost out damaging our Li Ming on a support. I'm a little afraid of that. I don't think that should be happening, but that's okay. That's okay. Level 16 is almost in our clutches. The enemy team missing from everywhere, likely getting bossed. Then we'll just go ahead and do a danger ping there. That might be something we want to consider, but that's also a pretty throw play. Like, if we're trying to lose, we could do that. I'm not really trying to lose right now. We will have to defend against that boss. That's just a reality of this situation. So let's start heading down to the bottom lane and get ready for that. The good news is we are on the same tier as the enemy, and I think that I'm going to go for Benediction. Now, Benediction's a little complicated. It has a lot of uses, and it's difficult to always use it. Oh my god, I'm just stunned in this corner. That was a terrible ult. It's difficult to always use it properly. It gives you a cooldown reset almost on one of your abilities, any of your abilities. So you can choose to use Benediction offensively. You can choose to use it defensively with a heal. Let's back it up, back it up, back it up. Self-heal stun. We're chilling. He still has deflect, but he was stunned again. Great combo by Kel'Thas. Takes down the Genji that was initiating. You love to see it. Unfortunately, with the Hyperion raining down damage, it is going to be rather difficult to hold on to this position. We do have a cleanse for our Kel'Thas to help him get out of there, but they are pushing in on the core now. The boss still pretty healthy. Can we make anything happen here? I got a double stun onto Brightwing. No one following up. I don't blame him. Boss is on the core, so let's fall back. We can stun Jim Laner and try to just keep him off the core a bit longer, and it looks like the living bomb about to spread on the back line, potentially multiple times. Damn, if I was just a little faster. If I was just a little faster, they would have been in trouble. Unfortunately, we were not. And unfortunately, again, I am out of mana here. The friendly team is pushing in towards an objective. I have no heals right now. Let's just get our first stun out on Jimmy. We can throw that, and that's all I got, boys. That's all she wrote. Going in for a big ult. Can we get any follow-up, please? Literally everyone left. Again, not blaming him. Hanzo's low as shit. I wouldn't have gone in on that either, but it was my only desperation play to stay alive there. Top lane being pushed in. No one's clearing out the lanes, and I certainly can't do it. I don't do any damage to anything ever. And if I do use my abilities on it, it takes 25 fucking years for that thing to come off cooldown again. Maybe if I stand here, the enemy team won't move in on this. I'm just trying to buy time as long as I can. We can stun Genji in tower range, make him take some damage there. Benediction still on cooldown. We got a raw dog dragon just traveling the bottom lane right now. Polymorph used on me. I can't cleanse myself, and I can't heal myself. We were taken down. But I mean, this is when I can actually heal, so gather around, everybody. It's time for a few quick seconds of Uther healing before his ghost disappears. I just feel like if I'm solo queuing as this character, there's too much for me to do to be good at any of it. I can't frontline and support and peel all at the same time on a character who has cooldowns this long. I can't even keep myself alive on the front line with cooldowns this long, much less the team that I'm supposed to be protecting here as well. And that's just gonna happen in quick match. You're going to queue into games, which is 5 assassins just bashing each other over the head, or 4 assassins just bashing each other over the head, while you come out running with a couple of band-aids trying to make everything better. It's just not going to work. Maiev is moving in. Big damage on Li Ming. Unfortunately, I couldn't do anything else there. We have a big stun. Benediction wasn't used. I don't know. Everyone's dying, and I'm just trying to fucking run away and live. But hey, I got some mana, so that's a bonus. That's something. Let's see if we can tap our sippy cup here and then move back in. I want to heal Kael'thas. I swear I do. I can't prove that to him because I can't heal him, but there it is. It's finally there. The enemy team has fallen back. Our core is about to be under attack in the bot lane. Catapult's almost on it. Let me just get this catapult out of here. There's another one on the way, but that's 10 seconds from me's problem, not right now me's problem. The enemy team is looking at another curse as well if they get this tribute. And I mean, we don't have anyone on the map to stop them, so it looks like they're probably going to be getting that tribute, doesn't it? Kind of looks like they're about to get that tribute. Core is taking damage from that catapult that we left for later. Jim Laner moving in with the Hyperion. This is likely going to be the end of our hold. But hey, we did our best, right, guys? Anyone, please deal damage to everyone. Oh, at least it's over. At least it's over. We did 44,000 healing. Compare that to the passive AoE heal and global teleport of Brightwing. There's a reason she's one of the most popular characters in the game. That's because it's fucking easy, especially compared to what we just did. Hammer of the Lightbringer at level 1, Pursuit of Justice at 4, Hand Protection at 7, Divine Storm, Well Met, and Benediction. Didn't get a lot of good use of Benediction. Probably should have just gone for the other one if we're just being honest. The other one, of course, being Beacon of Light. Uther receives 125% of self-healing when targeting others with Holy Light. The reason I went for Benediction is because Benediction allows us to duplicate our stun. So we can hit Benediction, E someone, then when they get out of that stun, hit them with it again. And remember, we're also slowing these targets with Well Met. And then if they're still not dead, we just AoE with Divine Storm. But sometimes your damage dealers are 4 mages. And no one at Blizzard saw any problem with that. There is also a Holy Shock variant for Uther. This is what I was a little confused on at the start. I'll just quickly hover over all of the talents for the Holy Shock build as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll be back again soon with a look at Valeera.